Good morning, everybody. My name is A Weapons, Mid-Lyfe Music. Shouts out to the almighty LDBC. Go to ldbcsports.com where you can register, make a profile, interact with the brothers and sisters of the LDBC. Also, go to trilltalk.net where you can hear sports talk, social commentary, pick up some LDBC merch while you're there. Lastly, go to my first home, which is A Weaponry on Shopify.com. There you can pick up Relentless Aggression merch. You can pick up A Weapons merch. You can pick up Reflection Beatdown merch. You can pick up Pitbull the Bodyguard merch. And you can pick up Drew Titan and BFTB merch. I just heard a new, well, you could call it a super group band named Generation Radio. The group consists of one of the guys from Rascal Flatts, and I guess that's the guy that's playing the piano. Jason Chef, formerly, Lord have mercy, formerly of the group Chicago, and Dean Castronovo, who was in Bad English. Then, well, wait a minute, before Bad English, was it just Bad English? What group did John Waite? Alright, well, Bad English. Then he went with Neil to Journey. And then he got kicked out of Journey because, he had some luggage. And then they brought him back in Journey. But while he was on his hiatus, he was in a group called Revolutionary Saints. And I think that Arnel Pineda was supposed to be the one that actually did, that was supposed to be the front man for that group. But, that never happened. So Dean sung all the songs. Because they actually have a few of the songs from Revolutionary Saints that Arnel is singing. But Dean is the lead. Dean was the lead of that. And then Journey brought him back in. And now he's doing another group called Generation Radio. I heard two of the songs because I think that album release for that album is going to be on next month. And shouts out to Frontier Records because I am deeply into that melodic rock, 80s, Chicago, Journey, REO Speedwagon. I was into all that stuff back then because, they had good music. Foreigner, a lot of those people. So anyway, I listened to two songs. Lights Go Out in Paradise, good song. And Dean Castronovo singing the lead on it. But I think the problem is, like with Dean is a lead singer. Make no mistake about it, he's definitely a lead singer. But I don't think that he has an identity. Like, if you hear him singing, you be like, okay, that's a good singer, but who is he? He's yet to have an identity. Like when you hear Steve Perry sing, the minute you hear him sing, you'll know it's him the next song that you hear. He has an identity. Peter Cetera has an identity. Dean doesn't have an identity. But he is a very good singer. A very good singer. I think that from the two songs I heard, I think they're putting tens on twos. And what I mean by that, I think they're doing a little too much. Like, when you hear the hook in every song that they're doing, you can hear Jason way up in his register, singing the highest part of the chorus, the highest harmony. And I'm like, that's not needed. Like the song that Jason actually let off called Why Are You Calling Me Now, right? That high part, he should have just took that and put it at the bottom. And I think it would have been a lot more, pleasing to the ear when you listen to the song. But it's a good song. And then Jason, and I'm just going to be totally honest about this, Jason is really not a strong lead singer. He was brought in to take Peter Cetera's place back in 85. He was brought in to take Peter Cetera's place. So when I'm listening to it, it's a good song. And he did a good job with it. But I don't know. Lights Go Out in Paradise, good song. Dean did a great job on that song. But like I said, I think that the group need to pull back and just make the song basic. Like, for example, with all the seasoning in the world, right, for you to make fried chicken with, everything starts with salt and pepper. That's your base. Without those two spices, nothing goes. You can put oregano, you can put basil, you can put paprika, you can put all of these spices, right? But if it doesn't start with salt and pepper, you don't have anything. And I think that the problem is that they put all these spices and everything in the hooks. We're going to make it big sounding. And you don't need to do that. All you need to do is just make it basic. Make a good song. Focus on a good song. Don't focus on, well, we're going to make it sound like this and look like this. Make a good song. And like I said, the only beef I have, because, okay, first of all, it is great musicianship in the band. I'm not going to front. Great musicianship. Got a keyboard player, 2 guitar players, bass player, and a drummer. And the bass player and the drummer and the keyboard player are all lead singers. It's good. But my problem, like I said, is that they're putting 10s on 2s. Like, just make the chorus a 3-part harmony. Basic. You can do 2 of each track to thicken it out a little bit. But that's it. Don't put all of these stacks on top of it. At the end, yeah, you can put a high harmony at the end of the song where it's fading out. That's okay. But make the song pleasing to the ear all the way through. Make it pleasing. And I think that they need to focus on that. And and also too, that's the problem that Revolutionary Saints had, in my opinion. I think that they just didn't have an identity. They just didn't have an identity. There was no way of you knowing that that's a band. Like when you first heard the Police, right? They have an identity. Whenever you hear Sting sing anything, you know it's him. When you heard Lou Gramm from Foreigner, identity. Dennis DeYoung from Styx, identity. Even what's the guy's name? Bobby Kimball from Toto. Well, formerly of Toto. Identity. You knew it was him. And Peter Cetera from Chicago. You know it's him. And it's not even about, notoriety. No. They have an identity as a singer. You could take away everything else and you can hear their vocal and you know it's them. Like Jason Sheff, you really don't know it's him. And he's not a strong lead singer. Dean Castronovo, good lead singer. And a great, very good singer in general, but good lead singer. But he just doesn't have an identity. And you have to start making an identity for yourself as a singer. Lionel Richie is not a great singer, but he has an identity. You know it's him the minute you hear him sing. So I think that the 2 songs that I heard from Generation Radio, good songs. Now, I'm not fronting on them. Good songs. Arrangement is pretty good too. But I think that the problem that they have is that they try to make that big sound in the chorus, that like the stacks and stacks of harmonies, and they don't need to do that. Just make it a 3-part harmony. Take that high harmony and put it at the bottom. And then at the end of the song, you can put it up there on certain parts. Just present it here, present it there. But make the song pleasing to the ear. And I think that's the mistake that a lot of these super bands make, is that, we're going to present this. No, present the song. Because that's where it all starts at anyway, is the song. What's going to hurt the song? What can help the song? What's going to be too much for the song? What's going to be too little for the song? You can't cater to your ego when it comes to a song. Let the song be what it is. And then once you leave the song and it's done, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is, pretty much satisfied with how the song goes. It's pleasing to everybody's ear. Then you bring your ego into it. But until